Hi, Aries. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your December 15th, 2024 full moon reading for you. Now, I ask if this reading resonates with you. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It helps me out tremendously here on YouTube, so thank you so very much for doing so. And if you are interested in a private reading, check out my website, danehartguidedmessages.com. It's listed in the description box below. I'm also offering gift cards if you're interested for the holidays. Now, before we begin this reading, let us clear the energy space, raising our own energy vibration and releasing any negativity. This cleanse and meditation will be accompanied by a loud sound. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. Releasing all negativity from the body like storm clouds, letting yourself feel calm, centered, and at peace as we enter into this safe and loving space. All right, Aries. One of you, because I read all your comments, so thank you all so very much. One of you, Heather, I believe it was, said that this is a place of quiet kindness. And I just want to thank you for that. I want to thank you for that. And I hope everybody feels it, that this is a place of quiet kindness to come and connect with spirit, because that is just such my goal here. So let's see here, Aries, what the tarot has to say. We have the Queen of Wands. We have the Three of Cups reversed. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading. And show me clearly, angels. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels. And spirit guides, angels. And spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels. And spirit guides, angels. And spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading. Okay. So let me just make sure that everything is in frame. Okay, perfect. You can see it. Okay. So what's very interesting here is that we're starting with the Queen of Wands. We are crowned with the Queen of Wands. And so that's us. We're represented by the wands in the minor arcana, Aries. And so we're really stepping into a place of our fire, of our tenacity, of our insight, of our understanding. And there's a sense of stepping into the magic that is us, the power that we really want to embrace in our lives during this moon. Now, this full moon is in Gemini. It's the cold moon. It's a beautiful, beautiful moon. I really do love it. And this moon makes it easier for us to embrace changes, to embrace spontaneity. Our fire energy is out. It's kind of like this quick, with this quick, it's quick wick, type of energy, this energy that sparks and shimmers and shines very, very easily. So that is absolutely beautiful for you. It moves us then to the Three of Cups reverse. Be very mindful during this time not to pay too much time and attention and focus seeking out the approval of people who won't give it. They won't give it. These are people who we could want them to see us our whole entire lives. And they're always just a little bit disappointed, a little bit, biting, a little bit mean, a little bit cruel. And it could be people we know our whole lives. It could be people we just met. And they always seem to have just a little bit of a nasty undertone to them. You'll never be on firm footing with these type of people. Okay. The Three of Cups in the upright position, completely different. People who will celebrate you and love you forever and ever. But here, just be mindful about this during this time with the Three of Cups reversed, where it can be a bit of a a sorrow that comes forward. And you'll be like, what did I do? You haven't done anything. Okay. Or if you have, it's really, you know, it's only in that person's mind. So here, just be very mindful about that. You'll seek out the approval of this person who is just not, they're just not able to give it. And with the 10 of Cups reversed, not the 10 of Cups, 10 of Pentacles reversed, this can be feeling a little bit overwhelmed, a little bit, you know, okay. So the 10 of Cups, when it comes forward, the 10 of Pentacles, when it comes forward, is when it's reversed, it is always a sense of feeling just a little bit cursed, like a little bit of a rain cloud is just over us during this moon, during this time. So just be mindful about this. Remember, this full moon is the conglomeration of 6 months of an intention being set in the new moon in Gemini. And now it's the full moon in Gemini 6 months later. And we're looking at things. And we can also really be looking at here a lot of the lies that we have held onto or that defined us for way too long and that made us feel like we were less than. And now we're starting to break away from that that way of thinking, that way of being, that way of seeing ourselves with the 10 of Pentacles reverse. So just be mindful about this. We can have a little bit of the green-eyed monster in us during this time, but also getting out of that mindset that, like, oh, of course this is going to be bad, it always happens to me type of thing, because there are so many blessings coming your way. With the 7 of Cups, it's focusing on your dreams again. It's being able to dream again. And it almost seems here like we've gone through this shift. We've gone through this time where we tried to get people's approvals who just never will, or people to understand us that just never will, and people to celebrate us who just never can. And then with the 7 of Cups, we really start to look at our blessings and our loves and what we want, and see ourselves moving forward towards so much more than what we had thought we could have. Now with the king of the king. Yeah, the holy king here. But this is the emperor. With the emperor, this is us in the major arcana. So we come through as the queen of wands, and then the emperor shining through tenacity and brilliance, and moving towards what we want, what we desire, where we need to be for ourselves. We're starting to dream, and those dreams lead back to us. It leads back to what we really want. And we're tenacious, we're bold, we're mighty as an Aries energy. So just being aware of that we're stepping into Aries, we're stepping into the warrior, we're stepping into the creator, we're stepping into the fire. And it is the King of Kings that we move forward in energy of. So as we're releasing, kind of feeling like we don't measure up, we're starting to see ourselves again. And then we have the King of Swords here reversed. And this is just, these are people being a bit nasty with their words. So we are traversing, it almost feels like landmines. It almost feels like, oh my gosh, here we go again. Like, okay, do I really have to be putting up with this? This is going to be somebody who's very, show me the facts, show me the facts. I don't care about the emotion behind it. This is a person who's almost like a machine, or wishes that they could be as unfeeling or as uncaring as a machine. So just be mindful about this during this time. This is really not energy that you want to be involved in. This is air sign energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. I mean, yes, it is the Gemini full moon. All right. And the one thing that we have to be mindful of is that we can be very logical during this moon, and it can make others feel like we're not in touch with our emotions. So we do have to be mindful about that during this time. And this, with the King of Swords coming forward, is showing us, reminding us, hey, listen, remember that the heart is here. Remember to move forward in voicing what you truly love, because the 10 of Cups comes forward, and they all live happily ever after. So even though you've been through struggles financially with what you value as much as money, feeling like it's always an uphill battle, what's going on? I'm a good person, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. It's never enough for everybody. It's never getting me to where it is that I want to be, or how it is that I need to move forward. But then all of a sudden, there's almost like a switch that flips, and there's a sense here of, I'm going to start to look at my gifts as gifts and stop seeing them as, oh, well, this other person wouldn't want it. It's not their life, it's my life. And it moves us then, Aries, to this place where we really start to embrace who it is that we are. The essence of ourselves comes forward. The 10 of Cups is happiness and it's joy and it's embracing our happiness. It's also releasing a poverty mentality. I'm always on the outside looking in. No matter how much I work, no matter how hard I go after something, I'm always on the outside looking in. Whereas others seem to put in minimal effort at best and can come out smelling like a rose. So just being mindful about this during this time, we're releasing the poverty mentality of the Five of Pentacles, the sense of, again, being kept out of a warm, loving, connective place. And then we have the Page of Cups coming in. Your heart is speaking to you in the most brilliant of way, embracing your love, embracing your connection, embracing, greater ideas of things. And with the Page of Cups, there's a sense of cheer coming forward for you. And so here during this time, this is water sign energy, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. So you're born on the cusp with Pisces. If you have water sign energy in your chart, you are really starting to be a student of what makes my heart sing, what moves me forward. If you have children in your life, they're going to really start to tell you, oh, but I love this. And if we're listening, it's like, oh, well, let me share in this joy and this love of, whatever it is, whether it's like Legos or, Hot Wheels or Barbies or I don't know what the heck it could be. But, even when, children are older or when you're an adult, it's like, oh, I love this. I'm going to share it with you. And we sometimes in this world, we close down our hearts a bit in that childlike wonder for things. And we think, oh yeah, well, okay, you can be interested in that, but it's not interesting to me, so I'm not going to listen. But just sharing in a person's joy is so beautiful and it's so exciting. With the Hangman reversed, we can think during this moon, during this time, like, oh, it's me, right? I'm not getting this right, or I'm not seeing this right, or this isn't moving the right way. And yet what we're going to be seeing here is that we're having a hard time choosing us. We're having a hard time with this moon as we're embracing our voice, as we're looking at what we want. We're having a hard time choosing us. And it's time to say, I need to walk forward for me in the power of my voice, in the power of what I love, in the power of seeing who it is that I am, and saying that this is what I want in my world now. And so this moon is going to illuminate us. It is going to open us up to this place of, where can my love take me? Where can my passion take me? And how can I incorporate that into my everyday world? It moves us then to the moon speaking for herself. Well, let's actually see what Spirit has to say. Angels and Spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Ooh. So we have two. We have the peacock and we have the hawk reversed. So the peacock says, inherent wisdom is emerging at this time. Watch it and ready yourself for a rebirth. So you are being reborn, new wisdom, not new wisdom, but like inherited wisdom here. And that's with the 10 of Pentacles. It's what we inherited. And right now we're looking at it as like, wow, I inherit this struggle, this strife, this heartbreak, this pain, this disappointment, this ugh, And yet here, what we have inherited is a rebirth, is a transformation. It's people on the spirit world and on the spirit side saying to us, there's so much more than meets the eye. I want you to see. I want you to see this beautiful world for what it is. And then it moves us to the hawk reversed. So a blockage here is pay attention. A powerful message is being communicated to you now. And yet we're kind of all over the place. And we can be very, much trying to make everything perfect or, trying to get everything exactly the way that we wanted for the upcoming year and this and that we miss communicating. We miss connecting with our voice and what we want. And we feel blocked because it all has to be based off of logic. It all has to come back to, these very stiff, strict rules. And Spirit is saying, it's time to move away from those stiff, straight rules. It moves us then to our chakra message. Angels and Spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. This is my favorite one, the I am presence, the crown chakra, and then we have the throat chakra, and this is communication. So here reversed, we have communication. We have that blockage with the Gemini energy that's coming forward, and it is an expression of what we want, because we can be very strict with ourselves, or sitting there and saying things need to be a certain way, and the Gemini expression comes in, and it's going to reinforce, oh, things need to be a certain way, right? I'm the emperor, I need to rule things in a certain way, have this strictness, have this authority to things. And yet is saying the I am presence. What are the words that I'm crowning myself with? What are the thoughts that I'm crowning myself with that move me forward, that embrace, my deeper understanding of what I want in my life? And so here, it's being able to be the king of our voice. And that's going to be our challenge with this moon as the spotlight is put on us. But it's also going to be one of the most beautiful things that we kind of like break out of a shell during this moon, and we embrace our voice. We sing, we laugh, we dance, we have music and joy around us, even if nobody else is there, even if it's just us, sitting and listening to this music and laughing and connecting. It's going to break a barrier around us, and it crowns us with the I am, a powerful voice here on this earthly plane. And it moves us then to the energy to be mindful of. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading. Oh, goodness. And show me clearly. Angels, not those. Okay. Angels and spirit guides. Okay. So we have two here. No, at the Ten of Pentacles, again coming through. Be mindful. Be mindful of looking at everybody else's everything. Okay. Geminis can be like little kids. And I mean, I myself am a Gemini. So if you're a Gemini listening, don't be offended. Or you can, But it's like, oh, what about this? And what about that? And what about this? And what about that? And Aries energy is very much, it's the emperor, right? It's the father energy, the rules, the structure, the order. And here, it's like, if you're always distracted, will you ever succeed? But on the other hand, this moon is saying to us, but if you don't let in this wisdom, will you ever get to where it is that you want to be? It doesn't matter if others think you have succeeded or not. Will your souls feel like you have? And that's the bit of a quandary that we're in right now. Will your soul feel that you have succeeded? And it brings us then to the Four of Cups, where we're looking at things one very certain way, and then turning around in spirit saying, hey, looky here, look at this. And we can be very caught up in like, this is the way it has to be. We need to release a rigidness, but we do have this rigidness even just in the moon's energy. Wherever, Gemini is in your chart, if you have it, if you don't, there is still the sense of, but what are the rules? And now there needs to be a question of like, what do I need? Not what are the rules, but what do I need to explore and embrace in my life? So let's see what the moon has to say for herself. Let's start off with these cards. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides. So we have gratitude, we have fruition, and we have fruition and assessing are reversed. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides. Okay. So it's very interesting. We have certain goals that we have set up for this moon. We do have the void of course coming in. And the void of course is nothing will come of the situation. And the void of course is an event that happens multiple times in a lunar cycle, where things just don't go according to plan. They just don't. So it's like, okay, you can make as many plans as you want to, but things are always going to go astray, awry. They're always going to be a little bit different than you had expected it. So just be aware of this for this moon. Moving forward in gratitude of heart and thank you of existence and experience and connection with the spirit world is going to be very, very important. With this moon, there's going to be a lot of communication that's going on during this moon, a lot of the moon talking to you, a lot of, spirit energy talking. We can hear it kind of on the wind. I know that might sound crazy to some, and others it's like, yes, I'm hearing it. That's going to be very important as well. Fruition here and assessing reverse. What's coming to fruition is hard for us to assess. It's hard for us to see, but it's not going to come to fruition in the way that we had expected. So being aware of this is going to be super important. Balancing the spiritual and the practical is going to be difficult for us. We want things to be very, again, by the books, one certain way. And that's not how it's going to be. Communication is key. The Gemini energy is coming through, but this in the new moon, in the silence, contemplation. Communication is key. What do I want? Conclusions are within reach. They're not quite. It feels like it's further away And it actually is. The key during this time is what makes me happy? Where's the joy? Where's the happiness here? And that's just going to change everything. It's like, okay, but what makes me happy? Then all of a sudden the conclusions, the answers that you're looking for, they start to come forward in a very profound, very beautiful way. It moves us then to our subconscious spirit message, which is the meadowlark. And it says, smile. You will soon experience a wonderful journey of inner discovery. And you will. And you will. There's just a sense of a release, of joy, of connection. It's like the inner discovery comes, this inner sense of deeper understanding comes with this moon. And it brings us then to the subconscious message of our chakra energy. We're going to do our chakra energy, which is forgiveness here, and our energy to be mindful of. Forgiveness is the heart chakra, okay? We're needing to let go of hurts and pains. But again, is that sense of like, I have to choose me. This isn't about forgiving everybody else. This is saying, I forgive me. I move forward in the healing of my soul and what I need. Rebirth is going to come into play during this time, but we have to be mindful that we're fighting the rebirth, or we think things are supposed to look a certain way. And Spirit is saying here, the way you are going to be reborn is towards the laughter of the soul. It's towards the joy of the being. So just be mindful about this, even though we are scared. We are scared of the change that comes. It moves us then to our tarot message, which is the Three of Swords. And the Three of Swords is, it's heartbreak, it's pain, but it's seeing the different ways the heart has been broken by the different provinces, along the way, by different words, by different, thoughts and actions and all these different things that they meant so much. And now as we're healing, and now as we're choosing, our happiness, our joy, our love, we're seeing that they don't weigh as heavy as they once did. Or it's like, you don't get to define me anymore, pain. You don't get to win. And it moves us then to our subconscious Luna message, which is wisdom. And it's a time to release negativity. So wisdom is reversed. We might not be feeling necessarily as wise as we would like to, but it is a time to release negativity. And as we release the negativity, we realize that part of wisdom is saying, I'm not wise. I have so much to learn. And that is that Gemini curiosity coming in with this full moon in Gemini, Aries. And it's a sense of, let's go on a journey. Let's go on a discovery. Let's play this game together. And the game of hows and how comes and, whys and how am I moving forward and where is it that I want to be, and an opening up of our joy in our soul. All right. All right, Aries. I hope this reading has resonated with you. And I hope this has been a place of quiet peace, of quiet healing. All right. Let's end this reading with a meditation, a clearing away of negative energy, a raising of our positive energy as we embrace the power, intensity, and beauty of this moon and of ourselves. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. May you move forward in peace and in harmony, Aries. May blessings and prosperity always be with you. I love you all and have a blessed full moon, the last full moon of 2024. Bye.